Okay, Coach. Well, from a city that normally gets only about 20 inches of snow a year, they're getting a pretty good wallop right now as we're at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Set. 90 Wolf.
54 check. Go.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Minshew. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First down, Steelers.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that's complete to Jeffrey. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready. 70, Indy.
I got you.
Ready.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he finds Beasley, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Howard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Check, 53 is mine. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Tighten up, lady. Tighten up. Check 31, check 31. Shoot.
A first down throw, Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this one's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold looking long for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Rush in. Check 50, check 50. Lady.
Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down and goal. Darnold looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thomas, the intended target. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 34. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Minshew sets to throw. He leaves this one for Howard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
But he decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. On second down now, it's Jones. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A nice little juke. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Set, ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Steelers.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, 10 at the 19-yard line.
Tight down. There you go.
Darnold from the gun. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Jones. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
3 bud. Mike 5.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the Steelers first down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
18 Gator. Blue draw Corker.
They run with Howard. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
I can't believe they let you play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew, the tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, running right is Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now Minshew. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Minshew. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Darnold. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Check hot route. Hot.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
53 is the mark. Hey.
Hey, lady. 45-yard line.
Bang, bang. Kill. Shit. Lady.
On first down, it's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking in zone for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
I'm coming after you.
Defense.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They go with Howard again.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. 30 base. 80 weapons. Whip. Watch the whip.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
5.
53's mine. Check.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, they run with Howard. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
2nd and 12.
Tristan, Travis. 5.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. And that's complete to Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. This is Jones. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Darnold completes it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, lady. Number 53, Mike 53. Watch the run, watch the run. Alert flare.
Red 80.
53 to Mike.
Here's Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Off of play action, Darnold. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Check. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Red 80.
Darnold now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And his kick here is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got you.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
He's going to float this over the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. David Njoku. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there. And they'll go for 2. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running with Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Darnold on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on a periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and boy, did it work to his offense's benefit.
Howard has the first down and then some. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I got you. Shift. Check safety. Check your hot read.
They'll go again to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Succop for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 10, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
son. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Army.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
Go! 60-yard.
Now.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Hey, we got four down.
Ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Before Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and